And we're alive.
Howdy, everybody.
Who we got in here today, Maka?
Let's see. We have Spencer, Blue Eyes, Golden, Michael, and it looks like another Spencer by the name of Spencer's Oversized Hats and Virginity. Welcome.
Wow. Being a virgin is a good thing in most cultures and most ways of life. When you're 16, 17, 18's pushing it. But by the time you're 19, lose that already. Pick some hussy off the street.
Right.
Well, hello, Michael.
Hey,
Hey,
Skulls.
Skulls. Vanny, Vanny, Vanny.
Hey, Vinny Pin.
Spencer, how you doing? Spencer's oversized virginity or oversized hat
Yeah.
and virginity. Well, it is kind of oversized if it's overshadowing everything else. So, hey, James.
Hey, James. Hey, Dark.
Hey, hey, Messiah. Yeah, I am. It's my fault. I had company show up at my door at the last minute, and then next thing I know, Maka's like, "Hey, are you about ready?" And I'm like, "It's already." I thought it was I still had an hour to go, so it is my
Uh,
fault today.
uh,
We seem to rotate whose fault it is.
I know, right? Hey, that's how life is, though.
Yep. As
Yeah.
women, we all know most men are late. So just because you guys in the chat got a little early, just know you got lucky because usually you guys, for the majority, men are always late.
Right.
You're always wrong too.
Right. They'll never learn that part, though.
No, 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 no. So did you end up having a great weekend?
I did.
Well, that is good to
I
hear.
did. I had a wonderful weekend, actually. So had some unexpected visitors and well, visitor, and got to spend some time with somebody I hadn't spent time with in a while. So it was nice.
Well, that is good. Mine was good until I thought sunbathing um, on a raft.
Uh,
I went outside, turned my radio on, got lost in the music. I didn't sleep, but I was so relaxed floating on the float in the pool
uh-huh.
that I'm going to have some, well, not really going to have tan lines, but it's been hard sleeping when I burnt from head to toe, literally head to toe. I don't think there's too many spots not burnt.
Uh, oh
I think my
gosh.
armpits aren't burnt, maybe,
Uh,
but everywhere else is burnt to a crisp, and it's starting not to hurt as much. But this weekend, it was really certain areas that don't usually see sun saw sun, and yeah, they're still sore.
yeah. Yeah,
So
I say so.
yeah.
Hey,
Now,
Victoria.
hey, Victoria, Blue Eyes, how you doing? I did have pants on, so don't anybody think that I was, I wasn't totally. I did have I had little boy shorts on, but yeah,
Well, that's my
everything else is
favorite
burnt.
thing. I love boy shorts, like in bathing suits and just in general, like, you
Yes.
know, undergarments and stuff. I love those because they're just comfy and you never get a wedgie.
Exactly. Now, when your boy shorts get wet, though, you might get a wedgie or two.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Rock on,
Hey, rock
Michael.
on.
So, Maka came up with a interesting topic tonight.
Mhm.
What you got for us?
Some pet peeves, whether
Ooh,
it be what people do in general or, your own.
I think this is a long list for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, what are some pet peeves? And I was sitting there and I just like was naming stuff off in my head. I was like, oh well, this isn't gonna be as hard as I thought it was gonna be.
Now, what's funny for me, it was a little harder than I expected because I have a few pet peeves, but I usually I have my certain way I live, but I make sure that I'm not surrounded by the ones that cause or that the things that give me pet peeves or I'm not in this situation where it bothers me as much anymore because I don't put myself around that. And if
Right.
Tim is one of the reasons of causing a pet peeve, yeah, he only is going to cause a pet peeve once or twice. And then I'm going to find his pet peeve and I'm going to use it on him till he
Right.
gets the hint. You get
Right.
the message? Yes, I see.
Right. It's a good way to break them.
It is. You got to give them back what they put
Oh,
out.
heck yeah.
You don't have to get mad or angry. Get
Mm-mm.
even.
Exactly.
Like, okay, my one of my biggest pet peeves is when you go to use the bathroom and either your child, guest, or your husband or boyfriend leaves the seat up.
Oh,
And it's the middle of the night. You're not turning on the light to go to the bathroom. If you know where you're at, you go to the bathroom. The light of the moon and usually still comes in the house. You know what I mean?
uh-huh.
And you go to sit down and you catch yourself falling in the toilet.
Oh.
And you
See,
get
I've
a
got the
nice,
opposite.
what do you mean? How's the oh, the lid's been down,
Yeah, the solid lid is down and you're not
right?
paying attention and then you go in and sit down and you're just on the lid itself.
You haven't had an accident and peed all over with the lid on now, have you?
No.
Okay.
No.
If she is, she ain't telling us, guys. Well, I have kind of like went to sit down and felt myself falling, and I'm like, in the beginning, I've done it a couple times where I've actually landed. I'm sure we all have fallen in.
Oh,
So the best way, I had a boyfriend that did that, and the best way to get him is you get that clear saran wrap
oh, yes.
and you wait till it's because they're gonna wake up tired, sleepy, or when they're getting ready to go to bed, they're not paying attention. And if they sit down and like if especially around the time that I had a boyfriend who was always regular.
Right.
I'll go put saran wrap down over the toilet, make it nice and sealed tight, and
Right.
he'll go to lift the seat to go pee or sit down, and yeah, he doesn't like it too much. It's like, well, I don't like sitting in toilet water.
Right.
So now you could sit in your own mess because you couldn't put the seat down. If the relationship survives, they'll never do it again.
No, that is a good lesson to be learned.
Savannah fell in 8 months pregnant.
Oh,
That would be hard to get out of. Now, I'm not cleaning that up, Blue
no.
Eyes. Nope. They
Nope.
had to clean it up. It's like you didn't mind, you weren't there to clean my ass when I fell in the toilet water.
Right.
So you asking, it's your mess. I'm not cleaning it up.
No.
Especially if you're living in their apartment. They can pay.
Exactly.
Ain't my job to, clean your apartment.
Right.
Now, if I'm just a visitor and they leave the seat up, that's my own fault for not
Right.
checking. But if I'm living there, we're living together. That's even when me and Tim first got married. He's like, "What are some things that you don't like?" I want the well, no, I'm not going to say because those are some of my pet peeves. So we're going to leave it
Right.
at that. What
Right.
about you?
Um, I always hate tea, Savannah.
It wasn't you I did it to, so you're lucky.
Right. I always hate when lights are left on. Like whether, especially during the daytime, if they go into like somebody goes into a room and it's clearly like it has windows in it and they turn on the light and then just walk out and leave it. It drives me crazy. I hate it.
Now, did you grow up with your mom always going behind you like, "Don't forget to turn off the lights"?
Yes.
That's why. Okay,
Hmm.
we had this same family too, because I remember when we were little. It's the first time we lived off post, and every time we turned around, turn off that light. Make sure you turn off the TV. If you're not using it, it shouldn't be on.
Yep. Exactly.
And I'm the opposite. It's like when Jackson's here, I'll have the his room, our room, and the front room TV going. So because he'll come in and he'll either in Victoria, they'll either run into our room with the dogs and
Uh-huh.
sit on the big bed so that me and Tim can sit with him, or he'll go in his room. So the TVs are on all day long, and I leave it on
Right.
when he's here. Now, when he's gone, Tim will come home and be like, "Turn on the lights." I'm like, "There's no reason to have the lights." He's like, "It's dark in here. I can see."
Right.
I don't use any lights when it's just me. And he gets mad. He's like, See, I knew I'm living with a vampire.
Oh. See, I'm the same way. When I'm here by myself, I turn the air up, like the air gets put on 72. Hey, Roland. And no light gets turned on except for my bathroom because I have no window in my bathroom. So that's like the only light that's ever used when I'm here alone.
Now, see, for me, Tim, he just wants me to suck his blood. He wishes he had a vampire. Or minus the blood. He just
Right?
whatever it could be.
Right.
You can pick and choose. Put it, fill in the blanks.
Right.
So you think he wouldn't be complaining? We're in the dark.
Right.
Savannah says she has lights on everywhere. She hates spiders. So, um, yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Another pet peeve, and this was one I didn't want to say, is when you're with somebody and they leave the cap of the toothpaste off.
Well,
I hate coming in and having dry toothpaste in the beginning. To me, it's
yes.
a waste trying to
Uh-huh.
squeeze it out, and then you're wasting it. I
Yeah.
want my toothpaste to come out nice and smooth and creamy. Put it on your toothpaste, put it in your mouth. I know that just came out so dirty and so wrong. It
It happens.
happens. But I want the cap put on my damn toothpaste.
Right.
So
No.
that's when I told Tim when we were getting together. Seats down on the toilet. I raised my son. When he's done, put the seat down and
Right.
put a cap on the toothpaste.
Yes. And one of mine is the toilet paper. If you use the last bit of freaking toilet paper, put an roll back on. Don't set it like on top of the old roll or like on the back of the toilet. No, take it off, take the old one off, and put the new one on. Come on, it's not that
You
hard.
are not going to believe this, but see, okay, one of mine was, and I'll explain it when mine was doesn't replace the toilet paper, right?
Right,
Now, Tim's was okay. I'm guilty of that. Like Tim's like, but don't forget the toilet paper one, Lori. Some people need to replace it. I said, I always, if I know that the toilet paper is getting low, I will always grab a new roll and I will put it right there on the counter next to the toilet or on the back of the toilet. So that way nobody is left without toilet paper if they get the last little piece.
right.
Um, Tim's pet peeve is if you know there's only a little piece left or you use it all, I don't want to see the toilet paper sitting on the counter. I want it on the toilet paper roll. So when I reach, when I'm half asleep,
Right.
I'm not getting up thinking I have nothing to catch the stuff. And I was like, you've been married to
Yep.
me long enough. You know, there's always going to be toilet paper on the window ledge, the countertop, or on the back of the toilet. He said, that's not the point, Lori. I said, it is the point. Do I leave you toilet paper? Well, yeah, then shut up. But he's got the same pet peeve as you. Hi, Belle. How you
Yep.
doing?
Hey, Bill. Yes, I can't. It drives me crazy. Oh my God. I just want to take it and like throw it. Granted, it wouldn't do no good, but you know,
And then how you going to wipe? Because you'd
I know,
probably
right?
get mad and throw it before you used it.
I know. Well, I tried to be slick one time. Okay, I was I had empty roll, right? Went
Right?
and got one and then hid it and tried to be slick and like, well, now they'll definitely have to put it on there, you know? No, didn't happen. I ended up having to do it anyway, so I just gave up. It backfired on me.
I get you. And I was going to say, people seem to have a fetish about or a pet peeve how the toilet paper is supposed to be.
Oh, over or under?
Yes, I don't
Yes,
care. Do you?
yes. It's got to be over, not a
Wow,
mullet.
that is crazy.
That don't bother you?
No.
See, I don't know. Just like to me, if it's under, like if you try to, tear it off, like it just keeps rolling. I feel like at least. Yeah. Savannah over. Yeah.
See, Tim, I used to wonder if I needed it to be under or over because we saw that commercial when it was like, which one are you, a top or a bottom?
Yeah.
And so I said, I really don't care. Tim's like, well, yes, you do. I've seen you put it this way. I was like, no, babe. What you happen to catch is, hey, USMC. No, I don't even like the military. Now, if, yeah, I've never even did the military fold on my toilet paper. I don't want no diamond. What am I supposed to do? Have a nice little design on my toilet paper, and then when I use it, I have to unfold it and like a origami toilet paper? No. So I'm okay where my toilet paper can be wherever I want it to be.
As long as it's in arm's reach.
Exactly. As long as it's where I can reach it. I don't care if it's on uh however it's done. I don't even care.
Right.
I don't have discipline, USMC. Have you not seen? Come on, people. Come on, USMC. You've known me long enough. I have no discipline.
Hey, USMC.
And look, the reason why toilet paper should be everywhere, as we all know, sometimes I have a potty mouth. And potty, what do you need by the potty? Toilet paper. If it's on a
Yeah.
roll, how can you get to your toilet paper? See? Hey, USMC, I was only in 19 months. I didn't have to get that rigid, you know, stuff that like Tim is. Tim's all rigid corners. Tim used to be like that when we first got married. Hospital corners. He would be making the bed. I'm like, what are you doing? Lori, you made the bed wrong. How the hell did I make the bed wrong? The sheets are on. You pull down the blanket. You crawl in. You pull the blankets over you. Everything's tucked nicely. And Lori, and he was doing these military corners. I got him out of
Yeah.
that very quickly, but yeah. So it is just funny.
Oh, yeah. Right, USMC. You
Well,
never sleep
that's
in
true.
the bed.
That's true. Usually within when I was having insomnia, yeah.
Oh,
Now I still have insomnia mixed with some boys like well, most boys don't want a potty mouth because, it just depends.
oh,
Not when you take you home to your mom. Now, any other time you're fighting their battles or you're not battles, but you're fighting beside them, then
mhm.
yes, they want that potty mouth to talk your shit.
Right.
Savannah was making military beds at 6 years old.
Ooh,
Messy bed's the best. See, I even said, Tim, why do I need to make the bed if I'm going to be back in the bed tonight?
yeah.
You know what he said?
What?
Lori, why take a bath if you're only going to get dirty the next day? Or he said, why do you make the kids take a bath when they're just going to go outside and get all sweaty and dirty the next day? So his pet peeve is an unmade bed.
Oh,
He gets up every morning and that bed, he's even tried to make it while I'm still asleep. So he'll make his side and then from there, just leave me asleep. And then when he comes home, he's like, Lori, when we first were together, Lori, did you forget? Now he just leaves me alone. He knows the bed because he'll make his side. And the way I sleep, when I do sleep, I toss and turn. No,
right.
Lori's the type to never wear panties. Well, exactly, USMC. Why bother? Hell, why bother anytime?
Uh, Now, when
It's
I'm at
all,
home, no, but if
look,
I'm going out, I have to.
it's like this. I always wanted to be a commando. Now I just go commando. I'm teasing guys in the back. That's just a joke for the haters. I know they'll use that on me. I think there's more people that go commando today
Mhm.
than there was 20 years ago.
Yes. Well, it was always considered bad back in the day
Hmm.
to do that. It
But
was
now,
frowned upon.
yeah, you just move your shorts to the side, easy access,
Mhm.
bend over, touch the toes,
No,
lean back. All the songs talk about it.
right? On the touching of the toes. Those were the good old days.
Yep. So it's just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But all right, so yours was the toilet paper. Let's see. Another one of mine was, well, the biggest thing is those, like you say, you want it on the rack. Well, when you go into the bathroom, or like in a restaurant, or you go in somebody's house and you go to the bathroom and there is no toilet paper,
Oh my gosh.
they
Yeah.
do not even put it out. They don't replace it. They don't have any spares. I've had to use my phone. Tim's mom forgot once, but she was a lot older. But I had to call Tim from the bathroom and say, "Ask your mother where her damn toilet paper's at." Oh no, I didn't have to. He knocked on the door. He's like, "Lori, what'd you do? Fall in?" I was like, "Tim, I've been waiting for you to come here. Where's the damn toilet paper?" So he had to go ask his mom quietly and then come back and tell me. And it wasn't even in the bathroom. She
Oh
had a little
no.
cabinet out in the hallway, and that's where she kept extra towels or toilet paper and stuff like that,
Right.
like a linen closet, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to sit there. Like, what was I gonna? Yes, exactly. What was I gonna do? Dip, drip, dry, and then walk out there and yeah, no. So I had to
Right.
sit on the toilet, hoping one of the kids had to use the bathroom or somebody came and knocked on the door. Clogged the toilet, no plunger around on Thanksgiving Day. Now what? Oh,
Oh,
now that's a hard one to swallow. You just make excuses to leave really quick,
right.
but then you can never go back and show your face. Because I know if somebody does that, I'm going to be like, who left the log in the bathroom? You better come in here and clean it. It's a Yuletide log for the fireplace, not for my
Right.
toilet.
Right.
What about you?
Let's see. The like computer desk or desk, work desk, however you want to say it, we'll just say desk. If like you have like drinks, like if you have a bottled water or whatever, and
Right?
you just set it there and leave it like the next day and the next day. That drives me crazy.
Tim, are you listening in the back, honey? You with your Mountain Dew?
Yes. I hate that. It drives me nuts. And then if you touch it and like go to like throw it, why are you throwing that away? It's empty. Well, maybe I was going to use it. No, you're not going to use it. It's been sitting for 2 days in the same spot. You're not going to do nothing with it.
He always gets a soda, right? Or a
Hmm.
drink, and he puts it down. And then he'll go do something, and it'll stay there. And then I'll pick it up a couple hours later and go to dump it. And he's like, "Why'd you dump my soda? Where's my soda?" I said, "You left it on the counter or on by the couch in the cup holder for the last 3 hours. I was looking for it. I was coming to get it." "No, you weren't. Not
Right.
if you really wanted it, you wouldn't be waiting 3 hours.
Well,
You forgot about it. And now you see me dumping it and now you wanted it."
uh-huh. And that's
So,
like empty cans, or not empty cans, but like cans of soda or bottles that has like not even a quarter inch in the bottom of them, and they get put in the refrigerator and sit there and sit there. That drives me crazy.
okay. Mine is, which is close to what Bell's saying. Mine was chewing with your mouth open.
Yes.
I taught my kids as babies, one of the first things was I used to put my finger over their mouth and tell them, chew with your mouth closed. I hate listening to somebody chew their food.
Hmm.
She
Or
says
smack
she,
their gum.
yes.
Drives me
And I
crazy.
always will look at him and be like, now, have you ever wondered what a cow sounds like when it's smacking its cud? And you're like, and they're like, what do you mean? When they're chewing their grass, and they're like, no, why? Well, why don't you record yourself? Because that's exactly what it sounds like.
Right.
And they get offended. Well, my ears are offended. I don't want to see what you're eating.
Right.
Just like when they're chewing and they put their finger in their mouth and
Hmm.
clear their whole mouth, their gums and stuff off with their. Why
Oh
can't you put
God.
up a napkin and do it, or turn your head?
Right.
Other people are eating, you pigs.
Right.
So it is crazy. I'm
Mhm.
going to put you something in the private chat real quick.
Okay.
What the hell did I just do to my computer?
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I hit something and it went really dark.
Uh-oh. So is anybody in the chat, anybody have any other things that we've not mentioned as pet peeves, maybe?
You open a can, take a few sips, and leave it somewhere and open another. Exactly.
Oh,
That's Tim.
yeah.
Look at that. The mail decided to be late today because it's female. On that note about the mail, my birthday was amazing, Michael. Thank you. Speaking of my birthday, Maka sent me a beautiful little birthday box, and it came in this cute little box. And I'm going to show you guys. It was
Parent
in this cute
teacher.
little box, and you open it up. It's got a weird opening. Let me find it. And it's to celebrate your birthday. And it came with this little bag. Oh, hell no. And everybody knows I always say hell no. It came with a birthday cake candle. It came with this mug. Is what I'm thinking is a drinking mug without a
Yeah,
handle.
it's
I've
like a
never had.
tumbler.
Yeah, and that you can drink your coffee or your cold drinks, or you could just take the lid off and drink it like this.
Yeah. It'll keep
And
your stuff super cold for a
it
while or
has,
super hot.
yep, cute little sayings just to let remind me that it doesn't matter. I am awesome. All of it says that. Then she got me this cute little vanity mirror with the phrase on there. That was part of in the box too. And then I think the cutest thing, well, there were two more things, but this was this cute little potato. She sent me a potato, I guess after my potato incident where tater tots were created. Just a little positive potato. But this is the funniest because everybody's heard me say this. She got me a notebook. My birthday was yesterday, guys, for those who are asking when it was. So it was just yesterday. So thank you again, Maka.
Yeah.
It was a
Okay.
very beautiful gesture and sweet.
Like I said,
So
no thanks needed.
so that is what I got, and I wanted to share with everybody because it was such a cute little. It was an amazing gesture. So
Mhm.
um now for me, well, it's your turn because I said chew 'em with your mouth open.
Uh, let's see. My mind just went blank. Leaving doors open, like in the house, or like coming in and out of the house and leaving the doors open.
Oh, like the screen door doesn't close all the
Yes,
way. And yes, I got
yes,
you.
yes. It
I
drives
got
me
that.
crazy. I have so many pet peeves. It's just crazy.
I get that because I hate it too. Because flies come in, bugs come in. The door you let the heat come in or the cold come in. I'm totally
Mhm.
with you.
Yeah.
Now we already know that my pet peeve is somebody chewing with their mouth open or digging in their mouth while they're eating. I hate
Yes.
when you're eating yourself and you look up and somebody is picking their nose and eating their boogers.
Oh,
Now, I understand kids are going to pick their nose, but you should be teaching them by the time they're 3 or 4 not to eat them. But these are adults.
right.
You see them picking their nose, wiping it on their shirts, or they eat their boogers
Oh,
at a restaurant. You are trying to eat and you're watching somebody pick and look at their finger and then clean their fingers off.
mm. Oh, I'm glad I ate before we went live.
Now, see, I've cleaned it up a little bit, and look, now you're still having an upset tummy. See, so that bugs you too, I take it.
Yes,
Oh, slimy booger trails.
yes. Or if like you're sitting there and you're eating and somebody's just sitting there like from, another table, whatever, and just sitting there just staring or trying to like listen in on your conversation. I hate that. Drives me crazy too. You'll look
Yep.
up and they're just sitting there just staring at you. And it's like, okay, did I do something? Do I got something on my face? Yeah.
I totally agree. What about you?
Um, Hey,
Hey,
Sean.
Sean. Pinch book, you owe me a
Jeez.
Coke. Well, you owe me a Fago because I don't drink Coke. I like my red pop.
Oh, yeah. I love Big Red. I want to get a Big Red from White Castle. There's no
Mm.
better Big Red than from White Castle. I'm
With the
sorry.
cheeseburger and the
Oh,
big red. But see, when
yeah.
you can't have big red Fago,
Uh,
a little bit better.
is it really?
Oh gosh, yeah. It's still the same type of soda, and they're both caffeine free,
Uh,
and they're both the strawberry. But they just, to me, I'll dig Big Red anytime I can get, especially at a White Castles. I'm with you.
uh-huh.
You just, but the Reg Pop, oh Fago, I order mine through Amazon to get my Fago here,
Huh.
so
I'll
it's
have to
that great.
try that.
Tim, now you better not be talking about boogers because we know Tim will actually, if he sees somebody eating their boogers or wipe their nose or snot or anything, or you say booger while he's eating, he literally will stop eating and he's done. He'll get gross. He can see blood, guts. You could talk about shit. He could see a shitty diaper while he's eating, but
Right.
say booger, just say booger. He's done eating. He will not eat.
Oh my gosh. There is some
So,
people like that though, like once they see or hear a certain phrase or see something. I've heard of people being like that.
yeah. So, but that's the only thing that he ever said is do not talk, do not show, do not anything that has to do with the nose because he'll be done eating. And he literally was, whether it's a holiday meal or anything, even a restaurant, he will just push his food away, get up, go out and smoke a cigarette and have to get the image out of his head, come back, and he'll just sit there and watch the rest of us eat. He won't even eat.
Uh,
So,
uh,
doesn't matter what he ordered or how expensive it is or how cheap.
well,
So,
man.
all right, what about you?
Um, let's see.
It's
Let's see, I've already
ridiculous.
covered that one. I hate when you're sitting at a red light and it
Right?
turns green. And I get like waiting and like looking both ways before you take off because somebody running a red light or whatever. But when they just sit there like forever, like way longer than what they should, that drives me crazy. That's a little pet peeve I have. I'm like, I wished I had a big truck and be like, go, go.
Uh, let me, I got one more thing to tell you.
Okay. I'll definitely have to try some Fango though, because like I said, I love Big Red, but there's just something with it being from White Castle. I mean, I don't know what it is with it. It tastes different to me. Just like iced tea. I love McDonald's iced tea, but it is so addicting and so sugary.
See,
I
I do
it's
a half and half.
Oh yeah.
Do at McDonald's asking for half sweet, half unsweet because it is really sweet and it's the perfect combination.
Oh, I got addicted to it. Like I had to have it every day.
Wow.
Like, and it was one of those like I had to stop either in the mornings I'd have one then, and then at lunchtime, I'd grab me one, and
Hey,
then
guns and gears.
by dinner, I would, drink, like, a 7 Up or something, but I like, all during the day, that was, like, my caffeine. I wouldn't drink coffee, it was just McDonald's tea, McDonald's tea. Hey, Guns.
His butt's itchy. Well, go wash that. You probably
Right,
got mud's swamp ass. Now, let's not be real. Everybody's had their butt itch. It's just sometimes it's in bad spots, and you're like, how the hell am I going to scratch my ass without people seeing me scratch my ass?
right.
um, for me, another pet peeve is um, when you go to the movies and you get people that come in and they sit there and you've paid to watch a movie, but you're going to sit there and talk to the whole effing thing,
Oh, yeah.
especially when
Yeah.
they're $50 for two people just to go
Oh,
and get a popcorn, some soda, and your movie tickets nowadays.
is it that expensive? See, I've not been to a movie theater. God, it's been since Twilight, like the last Twilight that came out. That's
Right.
the last time I've
Us
been to a
too.
movie theater.
And I was just being,
Is
what is it?
so it's
Facetious.
oh,
But it's
okay.
expensive. You
Oh,
think your tickets are 13.50 a
yeah.
piece, so there's already $27. You get two Cokes. You want to get
Oh,
large to last a whole movie. That's another
right.
$10. So there's $37. Large popcorn's about $7 or $8. So right there puts you at what, 40 something plus tax? Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
$50.
That's crazy.
And there
I rem
used to be dollar theaters that you could go to see movies that were in the big movie theaters that were now
mhm.
not popular, that were no longer in the big movie theaters. We used to love those, but nah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I used to love going to those or the what was it? Like the dollar matinees, I think is what they called
yes.
them.
Yep.
Yeah. And sneaking in stuff like, especially in the wintertime, you had your big jackets on, you put your pop and
Yes.
little
Or a
snacks
purse.
in.
Yep.
Yes.
When we used to go to the movies with the kids, we would go because if we'd go to the 7 o'clock because it's school night, but one of their movies were coming out and we didn't want to be, when it was, I would grab a purse because I don't usually carry it, but I would get my purse and we'd go to like Wendy's or McDonald's and put, um, yeah, I know it is.
We knew who you were.
Yeah, we've known who you are. And we knew about the other live that forgot that we were going live and was going to end it, but I guess they decided they wanted to stay live, which is okay. But I
Oh,
would shove all of the Wendy or McDonald's food in our bags, in the bag,
yep.
and all we had to do was buy drinks, and we'd
Yes.
buy a small popcorn to make it look, and we would sit there and we would eat.
Yeah.
Or after we went when they were older, and we'd go to the later night movies when there weren't no other kids because
Mhm.
we didn't want to have the Lulu kids there.
Right.
We would go to the dollar store and let them pick out boxes of the candies that they wanted,
Yep.
their gummies, their whatever they wanted, and then we would go from there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I always loved doing that. You have your little snacks and you just sit there like and it was always funny, because you try to hide them. It was like you're being, what do you call it? Like, not indiscreet, but, you're a kid, you're trying to sneak something. It was always just fun, and it's funny to think about. I remember trying to sneak people into the theaters, and that stopped working, though, once we got a little bit older.
well, you can still sneak stuff in,
No.
like they keep the air conditioning on in the summer. So, what
Mm,
you do is you either take a purse or you take a sweater
mm,
and you stuff the pockets.
yeah.
But I always wear jeans, and what you would do, or like Tim always has pockets and stuff, we
Mhm.
would shove stuff in the pockets of his pants, cargo
Yeah.
pants and stuff.
Yeah.
But as long as it doesn't rattle. But a cargo pocket can hold two double cheeseburgers.
Mhm.
The other side can do two fries. And then I just buy the sodas.
Well, now that you know what each pocket
Yep.
holds.
The back pocket is for a box of candy, his gummy bears if he wants them.
Right.
Or his those goobers, the chocolate covered peanuts.
Yeah.
We would be good.
Oh, I used to love those things. Those and what were they? They were like little disc of chocolate. Was it snow cones?
Yes, with the
Is that
little
what they
white things on
Yes.
the top. Yes, snow caps.
Snow caps.
Yep,
Yes.
my mom loved those things too.
Yes, those are so good.
So, man,
But it's funny to think of all the stuff, like used to do growing up, like hiding the candy and going into places or, it's just fun.
yeah, it is, man. Oh man, even my own husband betrayed.
Uh-oh.
Um, Paid off. So it's
So
up.
I got go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No,
No,
you go
you
ahead.
I was just gonna say something silly. Go ahead.
No, go. No, really, I lost my train. That's why I'm okay with you
Oh,
going. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Silly.
so I done something that I haven't done in a really long time today. Well, yeah, today. I got me some purple fingernail polish, okay? And you gotta understand, whenever I paint my nails, I always paint them like black. It's either
Right.
black or like a deep red. So I got me some pretty purple fingernail polish today, and I painted my toes for the first time in like 3 years or 5 years. 5 years. Yeah.
Aw.
And they're this purple color. And every time I see it, I look down, I'm like, what's wrong with my toe? Oh, never mind.
I don't. I don't. I tried painting my fingernails. Now I like when they do the white nail tips.
Yes, the
Okay,
French cut or the
the
French
French
nail.
manicures or whatever. Yes,
Hmm.
but so many fake nails. So many people get the fake nails and do it right.
Uh-huh.
So they almost every time you do it, people don't think you have real nails, which it doesn't bother me that way. But some of the finger polish that I like when I put it on, it
Hmm.
almost looks like it was made for younger girls, like teens.
Right.
And because some of it looks really good, and when you bring it home, it's got sparkles and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And once I put on my nail polish, I don't like it.
Well,
I like my nails. I guess you would just call them plain, just naked.
right.
And I don't look at my toes enough that I want to polish my fingernails.
No. Yeah, that's
So
that. I hadn't painted them in forever, and I was just like, I honestly, I was just where I was by myself after my company left or whatever, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something I've not done. So I just sat down and just painted my toenails. I usually, if I do my nails, I do them acrylic, like on my own, but it's rare that I do them anymore. I used to keep them on, but not anymore because I can't grow out my nails. So,
really,
mhm.
I used to never be able to grow them. And then I don't know what it was, but about the time when I ended up bald at 40, we shaved off all my hair.
Oh,
And because of a bad mistake of a haircut and some blisters from
right.
the sun,
Uh-huh.
trying to fix my hair. Anyways, long story short, I ended up going completely bald at 40. When my
Right.
hair started growing and so healthy, and I was a fingernail biter
Yes.
up into my 40s. I would chew it down. If my I could chew my nails down halfway between the end of your fingernail to the cuticles,
Mhm.
to the point where I would have band-aids on my fingers at least 3 to 7 fingers a day
Yes.
because they would hurt. I would chew them down so hard where there was bleeding, but I couldn't stop.
Mhm.
And I did it my whole life. And then I don't know what it was, right around the age 40 something, I had my first set of nails, and it got to the point I didn't even know how to function with them. Like, how am I supposed to like zip my pants or anything like that?
Mhm.
But I realized, oh, it's easy. You still do it. I always
Yeah.
used to think nails were a hindrance, but then I liked them, and then they started breaking. And then it was like I
Mm.
always had to file them. And I was like, screw
Yeah.
this. I was like, well, wait a minute, that's a hook nail. Let me bite. As soon as I bit that first one, I went
Uh-huh.
on a 10 finger chew off your fingernails again.
Yes.
It took me another 2 or 3 years, and then I got my fingernails back. And now I type in Chinese. I text. I
Yeah.
text in Chinese, everybody.
Yeah.
So
It is
it
hard. Like I don't let like when I do mine or did mine, like I just put them up to like the very tip of my fingers. Anything longer, I couldn't function like typing or like they would pop off. Like I would be doing something and like I'd get my finger hung or whatever, and that hurts. Oh my God, that hurts. So I just got where I just kept them just above the tip, like right at well. like right at the tip of my finger.
All right, what's going on? Okay, there's Spencer. Why
What is it?
they're trolling Spencer and they're like, "You're being mean, Golden." He's like, "I'm a dedicated troll. I'm a friendly one." But then again, Spencer, there are others that would troll you as well. He asked for it, Michael. He shouldn't have tried to talk shit to me. Just remember, guys, you know, we do it for fun,
Yes.
not to hurt him or not to make fun of him and not to make him hate himself or feel bad about himself. We troll
Yep.
each other in good fun.
Yes. He's gotten really good though. I gotta give Spencer credit when he at comebacks. He's getting better at his comebacks. I've noticed.
Well, he does take a lot of other people's comebacks. He needs to like because I have seen him take
Oh,
HBR's and Joe's.
oh,
So
oh.
that's why his comebacks do seem like they're improving. Is he does
Okay.
say he does take, you know, a
Okay.
couple people's jokes.
Right.
I've seen him like even oh in sins. He has taken sins. So he has to all Spencer has to do is go Spencer, go on online and say good comebacks and type in certain things that people tease you about and say those. And then you'll
No.
start getting the ideal of how to counter when the friendlies come at you, you'll know how to friendly back.
Mhm.
It'll be just
Oh, yeah.
natural. That's how we do it. It just comes to us naturally, but we had to
Yes.
practice.
I'm still not very good at comebacks, so
I know, Michael.
that's why I don't start.
Now, to be fair, though, Spencer saw everybody roasting everybody else.
Yeah.
And he would come in the chat and people would say hi to him. But then he started dropping stuff for us to roast him on. Hey, Sunflower, how you doing?
Hey, sunflower.
So I think it was all about because he really did want to be included, to feel
Yeah.
like he was one of us. So when we all started trolling him back, it was he knew that he had finally was becoming one of us. We all accepted him as being, over here. Hey Dan, how
Right.
you doing?
Hey, Dan.
Is
Hey,
Amy gonna
Amy.
call me? There is Amy in here?
No, sorry, I say that
Oh,
now. Like when I see him, I say hi to both of them, or if I see her, I say hi to both of them. It's just like one of those things.
that's true. I forgot we are together. But I tried calling her. I have to call Dan now and say, hey, Dan, can you get me Amy now? Hey, Amy, can you get Dan to answer his damn phone? So it is better they're in the same house now.
Yeah.
But I do need her to still call me tonight before
Mhm.
too late.
Mm. And I hope
So,
she's feeling better. I know he said she wasn't feeling well here the other night.
yeah, I think he said she had a headache.
Yeah, I think a migraine, which those are horrible.
Yes. I think it's this weather. Amy wanted me to tell you if you would call her when you're done. Okay, I will. Um, but a lot of it I notice is sinuses and
Mm,
the weather. Like if a storm's coming in and the pressure builds up,
mm,
or some people, my mom said when she used to get hers, what she found out finally is she started experimenting. She knew if she ate, hers was if she ate chocolate or didn't have chocolate in a day or two, she would
uh-huh.
have migraines. And then she realized it's the certain chocolates with the caffeine
Mhm.
and the coffee or a certain soda. So
Yep.
she just took herself off of a lot of that stuff, and then her headaches started clearing up. I was like, yes, but some of us actually have chronic migraine syndrome, and it's just not. Hey, purple, it's
Mm,
not something simple as like coffee or
right.
chocolate or something.
Right. Hey,
Because
purple.
I can go days without coffee,
Mhm.
and I can have coffee every day, and it doesn't stop a migraine from happening.
No, I've been lucky, knock now, as soon as I say something, I know it's gonna happen, knock on wood. I've been fairly lucky since, I got put on a different medicine that now my headaches, I don't get them like I used to. I used to get real bad headaches or migraines. I call them both of them are about the same, it seems like anymore, or used to be, but I don't get them like I used to, and I love it. Like I've not had a bad one in a while, and usually I keep them this time of year.
Well, Dan, you do know that you and Amy, if you guys were going to camp out in your car, that Tim's hotel room, you guys could use the shower and stuff in the mornings. You knew that. We already told you. And then I know at Menace's hotel, everybody was going to get together and grill out in the parking lots on the night of the 3rd. I don't know what the 4th and 5th, because it depends on how late the concerts are going to be.
Mm,
And then Tim's leaving uh, the morning of the morning of the 7th
mm.
at checkout time. But I know he's trying to find out what's going to happen to Granny, because his aunt, they were going to camp, and
Mhm.
Granny Ruth was going to stay with them, but he said she got hurt in a motorcycle accident last weekend,
Oh,
so now they're not going.
oh,
Oh, they were going to, you guys were going to stay at the campsite with them too? Oh, I thought you guys were. I don't know if Menace has an extra room. Tim already has Megan, her husband, so it's already filled up on that one, or there would have been an offer there, Dan, since it was just there for sleeping and nothing else, you know?
yeah.
So everybody will be sleeping in their clothes. She's got her husband, and I made sure I got two queen beds. They're all on their side. So mostly Tim figured he'd probably sleep in the truck and just go in for showers and for the breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but I still got him the hotel room just in case.
Oh, yeah.
We was going to stay in our car and take a shower at your. Yes, definitely. That's still a go, Dan. And I mean, I do know you have to figure out Granny though.
Mm.
Miss Lori Jennifer told me she wanted to give you and Tim my number. Why, I don't know. Which Jennifer, Michael? And if you don't know why somebody wants to give us their number, then I'll tell you, if your number is given to me, I will delete it. Or if they ask me, hey, do you want Michael's? I'll be like, no, thank you. He does not want his number out. Only if you give, I don't want anybody's number. They want to give it to me, they can. I will never ask. Few people have my number, and well, it's been out there for everybody now, but there are a select few that I willingly gave my number to.
Oh.
Dan, Amy, Maka, Sin. There's been a few.
Mm.
Why would she want to give me your number, Michael?
Mm.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of people going, Dan, that said they're going. So I would just even talk to Menace and see what their situation is. They might have an extra. I didn't want to give you my address, but I wanted that number sticker. Number sticker. Oh, whatever. You begged me to take your address oversized. Don't even go there. I'm going to dox you in a minute. Your real name, your real account on here. Hey, Justice.
Hey, Justice.
Isn't it welcome back? Wasn't she here in the beginning?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought she had been here. Well, welcome back if you're
Mm.
back, Justice. And if this first time you were able to make it, then welcome, welcome. I think we scared off USMC.
Uh-oh. He may be in the bushes.
That's those Marines. They get, U.S. Marine Corps. He's a retiree. He gets scared easy since he wanted to make fun of the Army. But I know that you're golden something else. You have another part of golden that you're not saying.
Uh-oh.
Did Purple call me the annoying cousin? I know, Dan. I don't want anybody to dox you if they find out your real name. Me either. I mean, people just think, you know, Lori Faust and Lori's world is just, No, we were just talking about headaches, Justice. You're fine.
I hope it
Welcome.
gets better for you.
Yes.
It's bad.
Tylenol or Excedrin for migraines is been better than any hospital migraine meds that I've been put on.
Mm.
Ooh,
I'm I still can't believe that the 4th is this coming Thursday. Well, not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
girl, my mom sent a card. I thought it was for Father's Day. And I was like, damn, my mom's a little late with Father's Day, but why is she doing a Father's Day card? And then I looked at it and had my name on it. I'm like, why the hell's my mom? What is my mom sending me a card for? I was like, oh my God, my birthday's next week. Hey, Lacey.
Hey,
Imatrex.
Lacey.
I was on Imatrex. And Lacey, do you have the injectable one when they give you the it's an automatic push it into your thigh and hit the Imatrex for an instant dose, but it quit working for me. So I got off of Imatrex and my mom showed me Excedrin for migraines, and if I catch it in the beginning, that's good. Otherwise I have to take my Imatrex.
Yeah.
And it melts on your tongue or underneath your tongue. It's not a bad flavor. She's
Uh,
had both. Okay.
that's one thing, like where I take B12s, and you put them under your tongue, and I didn't know for the longest time, and I was taking them and just swallowing them. Had no idea until I read the bottle. I done that for the longest.
Wow. I teased him earlier. He said if I did, he would block me from Menace's channel. If he did, I would tell Rockin to tell Menace I was blocked. If he blocks you, I would just, you could go tell Square that he's in love with him. And see, then Square would have a new love interest. And then that's for Golden blocking you, Victoria.
Yep, there you go. Revenge is sweet.
And it's always the best coming from a woman.
Yes.
Sika Annoy Roman's father passed away. Huh.
Did you see what Dan said? So this is my CIA name. Uh, they gave me years ago, but it's a federal crime if you put my real name on here.
Wow. If anybody hadn't heard, Tex T
Uh-huh.
lost his mom.
Oh.
So prayers for you, Tex. He's always been stand up and been good with me, and so
Man, I hate that. Sorry for his loss.
I even told him we just went through that in April.
Well,
Uh, so yeah, it's only been 9 weeks.
mm,
Time goes so marches on, you
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Upchurch. No, it's Daniel Mises. Get it right. See, that was his government name.
Right. Hey,
He's
MMC.
he's Daniel Ryan Mises.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the end of March. Was it the end of March? See, I should know. Victoria knows it all. So if she says it's all right, guys, if Victoria says it's in the March, I can tell you she's correct
Oh,
because she is the best bookkeeper.
yes. But it's
So
funny, like, I try to remember things sometimes, like, when people ask or people are talking about stuff, and if I can't remember, I'll sit there and you'll see her pop up, like, say, what it is. I'm like, "Oh, there's Victoria coming through for me."
that's why if you're friends with Victoria, it's amazing because I'll tell you, oh, it's Daniel Mises Upchurch.
Oh,
See,
okay.
I thought it was the opposite. See, you just doxed yourself, Dan. We were thinking it was Daniel Upchurch Mises, but now we know the truth.
Yep.
She is Michael. Hey, Rip It.
It's Rip It. I always love saying her name.
Rip It, check your IG. The correct number is in, or not IG, your email. The phone number is in email. Don't worry about IG because whatever's going on with phones, they're just not working. But there's an actual phone number in email.
Mm.
Dan just committed a federal crime on himself. Well, no, Spencer, he's not a federal employee, so it's not a crime to put his name out. So spread it far and wide. Oh, Daniel Mees is up there.
We finally got his information. I'm entering in right now and checking it out.
It is great. Oh, now my CIA colleague is going to. Oh,
Oh.
Darren, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Just never. I'm not even going to read that one out loud because it'll happen to my ass. And
Yeah.
you're on your own, Dan.
Sorry.
Daniel Meeses, you are on your own. Here, give me the number and I'll personally do it so I could be. They think I'm still on their side.
Right.
I don't want to be like she's harboring. Macha and Lori are harboring Daniel Meeses up church. We need to get them too. Nope. Who's VS?
Victoria.
Oh, I thought he was like Victoria's Secrets. She got a
Oh.
lot of secrets there, Joe. When he put VS, I'm thinking Victoria, Victoria. That ain't even the song. You know, it's by Duran. What is it? It's not. Hey Paula, Victoria. It's a
Hey,
song
Paula.
by. It's a song by Duran Duran. It's not Victoria, Victoria, but it's something that does a name twice. Oh well, they were big in their day. I'll
Yeah.
be the first to admit I like Duran Duran.
I liked a couple of their stuff.
I liked Wild Boys and Ordinary. What is it? Ordinary People?
Oh,
Ordinary World? It was a really.
I think
You
so.
figure out the seat eject on that hot rod jet? Nope. I'll tell you what I can't figure out, Joe. Even in the manual, we cannot find the parking brake.
Uh-oh.
Usually there's a button that you just push down that this helps, and then you push it up, you pull it up to release it, or you hit your brake and hit the parking brake to put it in. The only thing in our manual that talks about parking brake is parking assist. It has parking assist. I don't need help parking
Hmm.
my car.
Right.
If I needed help parking my car like these liberals did, I shouldn't be driving.
That's why a lot of people can't drive anymore because everything's assisted for them. And then when they really do have to, they can't do it.
Under the steering wheel. I might have to check. Or everything is a push button. I push button to park. I push button to drive. I push button to reverse.
Mm.
So I'm wondering maybe something with the push button parking. Maybe I push it in and hold it in, or it's not a push button. It's a little button that you pull back to do it. So that might be a good place how to look, Savannah. But I looked all over. And do you know where okay, you know how people have radar detectors and you usually have a lighter outlet?
Hmm.
I was like, how am I going to plug in my radar detector? I don't have a lighter outlet. I'm searching all over my car. I'm looking in my glove box. I'm looking on the center console. I'm like, where the frick is this outlet? I'm not going to be able to have a radar detector. Do you know where it's at?
Where?
It's on up underneath. You have to go close your glove box, go up underneath where your knees would be, like
Mm.
when you're in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
It's on the floor, but up underneath the glove box.
Huh.
So you have to actually go down under the floor or lay down or before you get in because you ain't gonna be able to try to use one hand and get it in when you better plug it in before you get into your car
Right.
because it's that low. It's all the way up underneath the front of your glove box is facing you when you're looking at it when you're sitting in your seat. This is go up underneath and all the way where it's even above the floorboard.
That's crazy.
And the only way I found that is my damn owner's manual. I'm telling you, NASA needs to be in that freaking. I did find the smoke screen button though, Joe. You're right. That is essential. I found the eject for the passengers.
Uh-oh. That's why you won't let T drive.
No. Hey, Amy. Though to be fair, I did let him drive, but I didn't tell him about the passenger eject button.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you
So
don't Don't let out that secret.
No.
Hey, Amy.
Dan said you wanted me to call you after I get done, Amy, so I will. Hey, 90s. How you been tonight?
Hey, 90s.
You need to hardwire the radar detector to the fuse box. But luckily, I found an outlet. And underneath the floorboard, I have additional USB outlets. So the passenger can charge 2 to 3 devices at one time. Plus, I actually have a self-charging docking station in between the driver and the passenger seat.
My gosh.
You just have to take it out of your safety case, and you could put your phone in there, and it self-charges your car as long as it's running, or your phone while it's running.
Uh,
No outlets, no nothing, no plugins. You just stick it in the self-docking, self-charging system.
that's crazy.
That's what I said. Like I said, I need to work for NASA to figure out everything that's in this car still.
Oh,
There's so many damn buttons. And then where the door's at, if you go up underneath, there's ways to get into both front and back hoods, right?
right.
Trunks. But you also have the release on your key. Well, a Cobra with the new H band or R band. I can't remember which new band it is. Anyways, inside my door, up underneath where you have in the door, you have like a pocket that you put stuff in that
Uh-huh.
you can. Up underneath there, inside there, there's buttons for me to open up the back buttons too. Plus, there's the automatic release on the floor for both of them.
Oh my gosh.
Ain't nobody being, and then there's also still, if I lock you in the trunk,
Huh?
there's glow in the dark pull cords that'll pop my trunk up right away, even if I'm driving, so you can get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's safety releases. So I
Yeah.
ain't kidnapping. I can't even tease Tim and throw him in the trunk.
Right. I mean, you could cut those cords off. I mean, just pull them out and
Yeah,
snap
but
them.
my luck, when he got out and put me in the trunk, I'd be stuck then. So
True.
then I don't have a way out of the trunk. Oh, he likes a little junk in his trunk. I like a clean trunk. Let me just put it that. I like my trunk a little clean. Ah, that's crazy. She sleeps way more than I do. Now that is crazy. I was just going to ask because Dan always sleeps a lot. HBR sleeps a lot. I wanted to know which one sleeps more. And now he says Amy's got him beat. That's hard to imagine.
Oh,
She was sleeping all damn last night and all day today.
oh,
Nobody could reach her.
uh-oh.
That's why you think I sleep more because when you're awake, I'm sleeping. And when you're sleeping, I'm awake. You guys are going to have to get on the same schedule. It's going to make your sex life very rough.
Yes.
One's going to be up and the other one's going to be asleep.
Right? It sucks trying to get used to, different sleep schedules.
Yes.
It's rough.
And Tim's not joking. When he was a drill sergeant, they were in because the privates had to be at breakfast by a certain time, training, dinner, lunch, all had to be done at certain times, plus bed lights out, right?
Right.
So Tim would have to leave by 3:30, 4 in the morning
Right.
because they had to have their PT done before they went to breakfast, like at 6. So he was gone by 3 in the morning, 3:30. The kids didn't have to get up to school till 6 or 7.
Right.
And then with school, they were in bed by 9 or 10. He didn't get home till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, depending on which phase of training they were in.
Right.
So it was rough. Now try finding some couple time when you
Yeah.
can't even find dad time.
Hmm.
It was enough where you would come in, have enough time to take a shower, catch an hour or two of sleep to freaking get running. So sometimes it was like, what are you doing? I'm joining the shower. Uh, you wait to take a shower with me? And then I'd tell him why I'm in the I'd just show him why I was in the shower. And he's like, oh, okay.
Right. It's like,
You got to
okay.
compromise. You
Right.
got to, what is it called when you have to multitask?
Yep.
Yeah.
Multitask. Yep.
Go
Yep.
ahead and wash your ass. I'll be washing the front. I'll wash your back, you wash mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
uh, you could sleep for hours. I will tell you, um, yes, when it's that hot, Amy, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to have sex when it's that hot.
No.
You guys need a swimming pool. Then you guys can cool off and do the nasty.
Right.
Vinny, 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 quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With a little lisp and my curly locks, that's how.
I'd say so. It's been hot.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse. We
Mm,
just kicked off summer.
well, hey, we got a little rain. Was it yesterday or day? I think it was yesterday. And it rained just enough to like wet everything, and it was dry in not even 2 minutes after it stopped raining because it got so hot, like humidity and all that.
Yeah. For us, we had some rain today. We had black skies and thunder. We thought it was going to downpour on us. It didn't, but we got some rain, and all you see is smoke coming off the ground because it's so hot. And as
Well,
it was touching, as soon as it was done an hour later, there was no puddles. The ground was not wet because it evaporated, and even on the concrete, it just.
mm,
Sorry, I was cooking. Back to your car talk, Lori. Have you seen some of those cars out there that are futuristic? Yes. And I will tell you, by the inside of mine, it is very futuristic. That's one of the reasons I decided to. I had a choice. It was either I knew that they were stopping the Camaro.
well,
I could get the fully loaded custom convertible, which I already had the convertible, my favorite color. The V8 wasn't available when I needed the car when I was first looking because of the shortages. But I was thinking I'm going to get my color. I can order and get the Camaro built that I want. Now
right,
so that I have the last year that it's made.
right,
But as much as I like the Camaros, everybody knows I'm just my cars are Corvettes. And when I
oh,
saw how they were looking, at first I was like, I'm not getting one. I don't want an engine in the back. I just
right,
that freaked me out. I don't want my engine in the back. Now that I've driven it,
mm,
it is it. Tim got mad. We were going down this big ramp, and it's only supposed to be 45. I stayed doing 70. And he's like, Lori, hit the brakes. I said, first of all, I'm used to driving Corvettes around corners. I've got to see what this one does. She
right.
hugged it even better than my last Corvette.
Oh,
I didn't even need to hit my brakes doing 70 in a 45-mile curve
dang,
ramp. So
that's good.
fuck around and find a Ford on what does Ford stand for? It's something
Uh,
about them being broken down, but I can't think of what the acronym for a Ford is. I know I do be acting, but I don't get the tickets like Triple T does.
let's see if I can find it here.
A
Uh,
pull down movie screen, passenger seats fold forward and hides under the dashboard. Wow. Found on the road dead. That's what it is.
no,
Found on the side of the road dead. Yep.
no.
Fucked on the side of the road. No, Amy, that would be you or your dream wish. Now stop it. We didn't ask for your top fantasy, so stop that. But to be fair, yeah, it's a good place to have it done too.
Mhm.
Found in the Russian dumps. That's why Tim set me up. I kept saying I was going to cut my hair. I was going to cut my hair. And he's like, I'm tired of you complaining because you cut your hair and you're not happy with it because you can't get it to layer right and do the layers. And so he made me a hair appointment. So I had no choice but to go because we were going out. So I
Right,
went, and it was a new girl and she didn't quite layer it or get it to short as I needed it. But it's short enough that I could use my in styler curling iron
right.
and it curls. and it gets it done. It
Mm.
also stands for fucked on race day. Fucked over, rebuilt, Dodge. It's a fucked over. Those are all good ones.
Yeah, I knew there was a lot of them.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I never let my hair grow longer than my shoulders, just to the
Uh,
top, because I always seem to get worse headaches with the longer hair.
yeah.
But once I had it and I realized all the different styles that I could do with long hair versus short hair, yeah,
Mm.
I did not chop it off. Oh, roly, roly, roly.
Yeah, I've got mine is a little past my shoulders. The longest I've ever had it has been about, I'd say about mid-chest, and then I
Okay.
I had it cut off. I actually shaved it all off on my own. I just took a like a razor set to it and just whoop, took it all off.
So, how long do you wear yours now?
Now it's about a little past my shoulders now. It's took me about two 2 years to get it like this now.
And
Uh-huh.
where is it exactly again?
About to my like to my shoulders a little bit, like past my shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when she cut mine, because I had it down below my bra strap, it's right even with your bra strap now
No.
for me.
Oh.
And I almost chopped it to my shoulders with the heat, but even though it grows fast,
Mhm.
there's like when I'm driving with the top down, I want my hat on. I like
Right.
that the hair is nice and long and
Right.
fits through the that. I like that I could put it in a banana clip, but I can also wear a ponytail or I can wear it in a bun. So I know if
Mhm.
I go a little too short, it won't be able to do it.
No. See, I
So
take the back of mine, uh, and it's like about I'm wanting to say maybe an inch or two of my back is shaved to my head, which I
right.
need to shave it now, and it's so much cooler in the summertime. You just pull your hair up and, it keeps you cooler, and that way you
Okay.
still have your long hair, but yet, you can't really tell that it's shaved under there unless you have your hair pulled up.
Good night, Michael. Have a great night at work.
"Good night, Michael." But, I mean, it's not, like, bald or nothing, but it's just shaved down to where it's thin, and then during the winter, I'll let it grow out.
Okay. And what's the longest that you've ever had, you said?
About mid-chest, or like you said, about, like, at my bra strap, my lower bra strap, but that's been years ago.
Okay. I'll see. I did that hairstyle once. I shaved the back underneath, but growing it back was a bitch. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Tim did his used to cutting guys' hair, right? Soldier's hair, his own hair. He does his own haircuts and stuff. Well, mine, I was having so much problem. And I said, babe, look, this is what I want. Hey, Bree, I put my hair up in a ponytail, right? I said, I want all the hair up underneath cut off so that when I put my hair up, when it's hot, I can cool.
Mhm.
It's not so hot. So
Right,
he took his clippers and his scissors and he was cutting it like, very, uh, not bald, but very, very short up underneath where the ponytail was,
right,
all the way around. I lifted up the sides and the back and left everything else down. And I told him, shave it all.
right.
Well, he did when I took my hair down, it was layering so nice. I said, babe, go ahead and take your scissors and cut off where the ponytail is at. And he's like, you want me to cut off your hair? I said, yeah. I like the way it's laying and it's styled and it layered so beautifully. It was an amazing hairstyle. And
R
he's like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. So he cut off the ponytail. He's like, oh my God, Laura, you have really, really short hair. And I loved it. It framed my face and everything. But
Yep,
when I asked him, it didn't take long and it was growing back out. And I
right,
asked him to trim it. He said, Lori, I told you I got lucky that time. I'm not touching your hair again. Go to a place. And then when I got the sunburn, he's like, oh no, I'm not touching that. Well, I thought I could do it, that I'd seen him with the clippers.
right.
That's how I had this wide bald spot all the way down the center of my head from the front to the back. The
Oh,
clippers got
no.
stuck.
Oh,
So I was in the bathroom for like 2 hours, and Tim was like, he didn't even realize I was gone. He was watching a movie and he literally dozed off. I'm in the bathroom crying
all right.
because it's unfixable. It's a big wide right down the middle. I can't even do
Right.
hair over the top,
Yeah.
a comb over. Well, he finally gets up and he's like, tries to come in the bathroom and he hears me. He's like, Lori, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, leave me alone. He's like, Lori. And I went and opened the door and he opened the door and he's like, oh, and he didn't laugh at me. He said, babe, what did you do? And I told him, and he's like, I told you to go get it professionally done. I says, and I asked you to do it. You did it right for me the first time. You could have did this.
Right.
He says, Lori, there's only a couple things we're going to be able to do. He says, but I'll be back. And I was like, where the fuck is this asshole going? I'm sitting here in tears. He
Right.
disappears and I hear his truck start off and he's gone. He comes back 30 minutes later, walks into the bathroom. I'm still bawling because my hair is gone down the middle.
Right.
He had a Walmart bag at least with 20 to 30 bandanas. He took one out and he told me and he folded it up and he says, I want to show you something. And he did something to, anyways, he was able to put it on my hair.
Right.
And he's like, so this is the solution. I want you to, I got these. I said, I'm not wearing some of these colors, pink and purple and stuff. And I was like, why do I need that? He said, babe, there's no way to fix it. I'm going to have to take the hair all the way.
Right.
He said, but I can make it short, short. And I was like, no, just make it even so it all grows in together at the same time. It'd make no sense to have one big streak, you know. So he took me down to like I was a private and basic training a guy,
Right.
like G.I. Jane, what happened with Demi Moore.
Yeah.
And hey, Purple, how you doing, Kirby?
Hey,
So
Kirby.
he got me, anyways, I picked about 6 of those bandanas
Right.
and he made me these nice little coverings that I could wear a different style. The way he folded it, I had several different bandana styles that I could wear
Right.
that with my earrings and my makeup, you couldn't tell. It's like I had my hair up
Right.
and or I had just normal short hair. You couldn't tell I was bald. And
Right.
then when my hair grew in about 6 months later, oh my God, it never stopped. It was what I needed for healthy.
Yeah.
I know you would, Purple.
Well, that's what I done to mine because I got on a kick where I started dyeing it a lot. And I got the bright idea that I was gonna take the color out and dye it like it was well, you know what my hair looks like, but like
Yes.
a brighter red.
Right.
And but I was like, I'll just strip the color that I have because I was trying to go back to my normal, but I wanted it just a little brighter because stupid, but whatever. But I took and used the color removal
Right.
and I didn't do it right and bleached, and I mean bleached my hair. It was white
Wow.
and it I mean it damaged it so bad. Like there was nothing I could you could just like brush it and it would just fall out. So I just took the clippers and went shoop and just got rid of it and let it regrow.
When
And
how
it's
old were
so
you
much
when you
better.
were bald?
Um, let's see. I was I want to say see, I'm trying to think of how old I am now.
Yeah.
It was probably about 3, 4 years ago
Okay, so
when I done it.
see, and I did mine at 40. And
Yep,
my mother saw my hair and she's like, at first she was really felt bad for me. Then within a year she saw me again and she's like, what the hell did you do? She says, Lori, if I wouldn't be afraid at my age that it wouldn't come back, because at the time when I was 40, she was 55 going on 56.
right.
She goes, I would do that. She goes, I wished I would have known that this would have worked when I was 40 because her hair has always been thin and brittle. She says, I
Yeah.
would have done that. And I tell everybody, if you were younger in your teens and 20s and early 30s using a lot of hair product and a lot of hair color,
Mhm.
and your hair is not growing and it's brittle and damaged and thin, shave it
Yep.
off.
Yes.
Shave it off. It's just 6 months that you've got to
Mhm.
worry about it. And when it comes back in, it's just going to grow because while you're bald, I did those scalp conditioners too, the
Yes.
VO5 scalp.
Yep.
Not all the time. I didn't put any product. I didn't worry about shampoo or anything while you're bald, but I
Right.
did do that scalp conditioner and had massages done. Tim
Yep.
would massage or get that. You see him with that blue head massager all the time.
Yes.
Massage your scalp and your hair is going to come in healthy and it's going to grow so thick and so fast.
Mhm.
And I've loved it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I tell everybody if your hair is damaged, chop it off, get rid of
Yes.
it.
Yep.
It's
That's
you
ever
feel embarrassed, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I felt like a boy. Like, I would tell my husband all
Yep.
the time, I'm like, "I feel like a guy," and he's like, "You don't look like a guy, you look fine."
Mm,
And I always had to have at least, like, some mascara or something on just to make me feel girly, like,
yep.
but now I've not dyed my hair since then, I don't use anything on it. I hardly ever use a hair dryer on it, and it's so healthy now. I love it.
Exactly. Amy, oh, I agree that with you, because the hair is something that is what women identify with.
Yes.
If our hair turns out to be a good hair day, we can feel beautiful. If our hair doesn't cooperate, we feel blah.
Yeah.
It's we're just tied to our for that's just
Mhm.
about us for some reason. And but Amy, I know that there are things that you don't like about your hair, and I'm telling you, if you cut it all off, it would grow in within a year. Your hair would be even thicker,
Yes.
stronger, healthier, and longer than where you're at right now.
Yes. And definitely using, like, when mine was growing out, I started using that, what's it called? It's like a mask that you put on. It had vinegar, like
Yeah.
apple cider vinegar in it, and that helps, like, it helps clean your pores of your in your head out, and that helped me a lot.
And Amy, you're at the right age because I'm telling you, after 50, it'll be too late. But between 40 and 45, that is the time that if your hair is damaged or you guys are feeling like it's thinning
Mhm.
or it's whatever, I'm telling you, I was never able to get my hair to grow past the top of my shoulders. No matter how long I would go without a haircut, it would never grow.
Yep.
It was just like stuck on.
Mm.
I never even had to really color my hair for 6, 8 months at a time. It
Yep.
was just dead. It wasn't growing. I mean, I still had the thick hair. It was still, you've seen me with pictures with Tim with short hair. That's as far as my hair would grow.
No.
But, well, Purple, if you lose it, you would identify with it
Yeah, once
because,
you lose it, like, I was trying to put, like, little those little headbands, I'd put those
yeah,
on, I try to put make like, it's just something with it, like, I don't know.
yeah. It's just something that I never I was never thinking my hair was something that I identify with. It was just hair.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
could throw it up, put a hat on, whatever I wanted to do with it till it was gone.
yeah,
And then I felt if because when I have a great hair day, I'm like, yes, the confidence level is on top of the world. And I never associated that with it
mm-mm,
until it was gone.
yeah,
But then within 3 months, I had a short haircut, a
mhm,
very short fuzz. Within 6 months, it was to about the back of my neck, like a short haircut, like
yeah, like a bob,
almost like Dorothy Hamill and stuff like that.
yeah,
And then within a couple months after that, it was to my shoulders. And then by the time the year mark even came, it went so fast. You couldn't even tell I never had hair for a
mm,
few months.
yeah,
And it was funny because as soon as it started coming in at the 3 month mark, it was a really short hair
mhm,
cut. And I went to the hairstylist and I had a head massage done
no,
and a treatment. And she looked at me. I says, I need you to just, as my new hair is starting to grow in, I want to make sure my scalp is completely healthy and stuff. And it
yes,
worked.
mhm,
It really worked. So I definitely never thought that I was one of those people that identify with my hair,
yep,
but the hair actually you do.
Mhm.
So it's just crazy how that happens.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, that's now when I, shampoo and conditioner and stuff, um, I have um, I don't know what they call them, but it's like I hold it you hold it in your hand, and it's got, like, the little teeth on it, and you just scrub it, like, while you're like, I put my shampoo on my head and then, like, just kinda rotate it in circles around on my scalp,
huh.
and that's helped a whole lot with the growing, the growth and all of that. Because I guess where it massages your head while you're washing, and it helps get all of the shampoo and conditioner out of your hair too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't think, they think, oh, if you identify with your hair, your vein and stuff like, no,
No,
because
no.
it's just, that's our boobs
Mhm.
and our hair is something that stands us apart. Just like a man might not think, but if he didn't have his member, how
Mhm.
would he identify as being a male?
Right.
Our boobs, no matter how small or how big, it's just having them. If you lose them, you
Yeah.
always hear the women say when they've had to lose their breasts that they never really cared or thought much about them. And then when they lost them, they felt less than,
Yes.
because it's mentally. It's not that it really makes you less, but
No.
it's how you feel inside.
Well, it's just like, for example, people that can't have children, like women that can't have children, they don't feel like a woman.
That's
You
true.
you kind of
I got
feel
you.
like, you're not a real woman because you can't, bring life into the world. But in all honesty, it's not that shouldn't identify, you as who you are. But I mean, it's one of those things. You have it in your head because that's what was brought into your head growing up.
Yeah. But I will tell you this, Amy, I can tell you that and man, you think Dan likes your long hair now? This, within 6 months, oh my gosh, he'll have
Mm.
his fingers running through your head, and you personally would have been like, damn, I wish I would have known this and did this 10 years earlier.
Yeah.
It is so amazing. And we forget, don't even forget, even if you don't color your hair, if you're having problems with your hair, it's thinning, or you have uh, brittle hair, or it's not growing, don't forget all the toxins that are out in the pollutants that are out in the world.
Yep. If you're out in public a lot, which I know Amy, she's a school bus when she was something with the school bus, right? I'm not doxing or anything, am I? I think she has said that before.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I was like, "Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that." But, like, she's outdoors all the time around the fumes, of the vehicles and everything like that. It takes a damage on you, on your hair, on your skin.
Yep. And I just personally, MMC, I want to thank you. He just sent me a video on the parking brake.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay,
let's see
Amy.
if it
I was
helps.
scared after I said it. I was like, I wouldn't know that unless I saw it or heard it somewhere on here. So, but it scared me. I was like, oh crap.
So there are a couple. Purple said she always wanted to give her mom grandbabies, but she could never have kids either.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it is.
Yep.
I mean, it's nothing harder. I mean, now, like for me personally, now I'm kind of thankful that I wasn't able to have children just because of the way that society is now. But that's just me. I mean, I struggled for years. And after, miscarrying and everything, and, after that, it was just like downhill. But now it's almost like it was a blessing in disguise for me,
Right.
personally.
That
So,
it was like God knew that where you were going to be 20 years from now, from where you wanted to now, and where you were going to be with your life.
right.
Okay, it's not that she can't, it's just her odds are very low.
Oh, okay.
And Amy doesn't know if she can or not. She's never been with a man up until now that she possibly wanted to have a child with.
Right.
So, and the bad thing is that I understand waiting till you're with that right person, but I also
Yes.
understand that sometimes you, You wait that long,
Yeah. Well, I
you
mean,
are
I've
bald,
heard
you've been hiding under a wig.
I mean, I've heard of, women having babies in their 40s, between 40 and 45. Heck, I've seen them have them at
Yep.
50. I mean, the
Oh, yeah.
entire
And then
risk.
yeah. And look, uh, Kardashian just had a baby, a natural baby, but she
Yep.
had to do all those shots
Yes.
to build up her hormone supply to produce more eggs at her age.
Yep. But the way, I try to look at it, if it's meant to be, it was meant to be, you know? I mean,
And that's true, Savannah. There are ones who have kids,
mhm.
and either they don't want to be around their kids anymore, or the kids don't want to be around them. Sometimes it happens.
Yep.
So it's all, there's a blessing and a curse to both having and not having
Right.
for some people. Some people are lucky and get what they ask for, and then they have an amazing life with them. My girlfriend has five natural children,
All right.
and out of all her children, her oldest has had five. Her second one has had three. The third one's had three, two for the fourth one, and none for the littlest one yet. So at her rate, she's already blessed with like 15 grandkids already. Five kids produce 15 grandkids,
Oh my gosh.
and she's in heaven.
No.
I just smacked Daniel's ass. Too bad you couldn't hear it. Oh my God. I don't know if it's too bad or thank God. You slapped Dan's ass. I mean, the Tennessee probably had a damn small hurricane. Danielle just said I smacked his drawers up his ass.
She
Who's
gave him a
Danielle?
wedgie. Uh-oh. Are we learning something new? Breaking news. Breaking news.
Dan is a Danielle. The closest they came,
Oh,
she made it 6 months. Okay, I don't want to read that out loud for
yeah,
everybody, but
that's
I'm so sorry, Purple.
yeah, yeah, that's rough. Sure, it was Amy. She said it was a typo.
Uh-huh. They're playing dress up.
Right,
There was no typo. She did a slippo. Whoops. See, he's running away again.
right.
He got caught. She caught him wearing her clothes. So,
How much?
oops, he's back.
Oh, shh, don't tell Amy. I'll send you the cash later, okay? And you can send me all of the blackmail.
Ooh, we could play both sides and get blackmail from both of them, money from both to blackmail the other one.
Oh,
They're
nice.
in
Now
the
we're
same
talking.
house. Yeah, they're in the same house now. We're going to be able to get all kinds of blackmail. Well, I'm still sad for you, Purple, to
Yes.
hear that. I know that's hard to get that close.
Oh, yeah.
So I might, that's okay. It's your loss then, Amy. It's your loss, honey.
Oh, she retracted it.
Yep. It was like, never mind, never mind.
It was a typo.
Yeah. Look, she goes, I might let that phone call go on answered. Well, of course you wanted to go on and answered because you can see clearly now the rain is gone. Were you about ready, girl, to call it?
Yeah, it's been a
We
long
almost hit
few
the,
days.
yep, you've had company for sure. And I know where I was going.
Yeah.
So, oh, I wonder what that meant, but now I know. I did put out my,
Uh-oh. Is that my audio or is that yours?
Is it mine?
There you go. I don't know if that was my side or your side. I
It was probably mine. Hey, Pinhead. Wow, we haven't seen you since last Halloween.
uh,
Why did I have this Dan dude knocking on Hell's Angels asking us to let him in to get away from the demon he called Amy? I remember when Pinhead first started coming around.
Oh, yeah?
He didn't even want to do the puzzle box. He just said he wanted to pass, didn't want to pass go, didn't want to collect $200, just take him straight to hell.
Nice.
He came around last Halloween.
Oh, okay.
So, well, already we are going to call it, guys. And sorry for the late start, but like I said, I had company show up at my front door, and uh, we wanted to go a little later. Like Maka said, she had some company today,
Yeah.
and I wanted to make sure she got time with the company. He didn't
Mm.
even want to do the puzzle, but okay. Me no like Pinhead. Sorry, Amy. Put them clippers and the purple hair dye down.
Uh-oh.
She can use the clippers though. She'll be happier with her hair when it grows back in.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good night. Cause I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is, but oh, excuse me, it already feels like it's like midnight, and I know it's not, but got to figure this stuff out. Do you want to do the puzzle box, Lori? No, thank you. I don't want to play with your puzzle or your box.
No, no.
And I've been in that labyrinth and I beat it and I walked out the other side. That's why you got pins in your head. I added a few. You too, Savannah. All right, everybody. You don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here.
All righty. And we will talk to you guys later
Later, peeps.
because we'll probably be doing girls' night on Sunday.
Yep.
Ladies' night, not girls. Ain't no girl living around here. I'm stuck paying bills. It's all women.
All right.